Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Erika.
And this is Sarah. We are the Living Understaffed podcast, the chaos you can't clock out of. This week has been... It's been a week. Erika, how has your week been?
I got a new supervisor, and I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know how I feel about it. Frustrated. But it's one of those things where, like, there are a lot of things I don't like about it, but there are also a lot of things that, like, I have to sort of, like, check myself about. And I'm like, this is rude.
That's never a fun situation to be in.
No, and we share an office.
Oh, sweet. I mean, you could move back out to the more public area where you get interrupted every 7 seconds.
Absolutely not.
Well, I mean,
that's worse.
How does she like your wallpaper?
She loves it, actually.
Good.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it except and I'm thrilled.
Too bad, so sad.
I know. I'm like, bummer.
I'm gonna leave that in there, but I'm gonna bleep out his name.
Yes. Also, if you want to hear something hilarious, so I am back on Tinder because I hate myself. And
good content.
Truly, I came across a guy, shit you not, one of his pictures was a selfie taken in a hospital bed.
For what? Okay.
Truly.
We've had this conversation. There are content creators out there that this is their, like, creating content and having a following is their full-time fucking job. So yes, their life journey is basically detailed from start to finish, and they talk about themselves in the hospital or their spouse or whatever. Like, there's one guy that I follow, Pookie Lingo, that he literally he teaches Spanish or whatever, but he does a lot of, like, Pera! It's just like a whole bunch of bitch in, like, every video. It's so fucking funny. But his wife is pregnant. And so he's been doing a bunch of videos about his wife being pregnant, and they just found out the sex. But, like, that's part of his content creation. He gets paid for that. So if this guy is also a content creator...
I assure you, this man is not a content creator.
He just has a selfie in the hospital.
Yes. Also... why is it that so many men have pictures that look like they were taken from a 2005 Nokia phone? Like, do you not?
Because men don't care.
Truly,
oh, dude,
truly.
I can't.
It's not hard, actually. It's really not. If you don't know how, Google it. They have so many tutorials. Oh my God. Anyway,
it's the same thing as those people who open up the front-facing camera and they take pictures like this, like
with their arms out. God. Anyway, so this guy and I match on Tinder or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, like, what do you do for work?" And I was like, "Oh, I work on base." And he's like, "I'm in the Army. Do you have a problem with that?" And I was like, it's not an immediate disqualifier, but it's definitely a red flag. And he's like, well, since it's a red flag, I guess we don't need to waste each other's time. I'm like, and that's why.
That right there is that you just self-eliminated, buddy. Like, that wasn't even... Thank you, actually. Thank you for not wasting my time. Wow, what a tool.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But listen, amen that he did that, because you don't have to deal with it. Like,
oh, truly, amen. Truly. I was like, this. At least we figured it out early. Correct. I have had it with men this week. I am so. Do not talk to me.
Tell me.
Well, last Saturday, Selena and her friends went out. One of them came back, and he has had a thing for Selena for a while. And he's one of those guys where he has, like, she's trying to let him down easy. He's really just, like, not grasping it. He definitely just seems really immature, and, like, he doesn't really have, Like he loves the idea of her, but not her. And she's like, I don't want to be with you. And he's kind of like, but why? And she's
How dare
like,
you? How could you?
yeah, yeah. And anyway, so the other night they go out. I stay at home and go to bed early. So what I did not see is that he gets like absolutely white girl wasted at the club.
Oh.
The club.
Fayette though. I guess.
Yes. Just absolutely sloppy drunk, can't stand up straight, belligerent, the whole thing. He's
Love
hitting
it.
on like every single like girl he can find to like try to make Selena jealous because she ran into somebody that she's been seeing there. And it wasn't even like a planned thing, but it was like, oh, hey, and they're like talking or whatever. And he like is, but like, why not me? Like, she's dating someone. Why not? We're friends. Like, which I fucking hate so much.
Agreed.
So I already don't like that. Like, I already am not interested. Don't like that.
Bye-bye.
So I don't know any of that. I wake up at like 5 a.m. because I have to pee. And I go downstairs. I'm wearing like, it's 5 a.m. I'm wearing like a ratty t-shirt. Like I am
not awake. Not awake.
Not ready for your nonsense. I go to get some because I am a child and I always have candy and I keep it downstairs because I can't be trusted. So I go downstairs to get a sweet treat. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, because he's sleeping on the couch, which is fine. Selena and I both have an agreement that like, we don't really care how much we don't like that person. We will ask them to leave in the morning. But if it's either they sleep on our couch or they drive home, they are sleeping on our couch.
Yes.
So I'm just kind of like, whatever, like, and I go and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm getting some candy. And I go and I get a handful of Good and Plenty's because they are my favorite. And I know I'm going to get some flack for that, but leave me alone.
Fuck them.
So I go upstairs and there's like a half flight of stairs, like up to like where my bedroom door is. I go up the stairs and he like kind of comes after me and he's like, hey, I heard you broke up with your boyfriend. And I was like, yes. And he was like, do you want a different kind of candy? And I was like, surely this is not happening to me right now. Surely this is not happening right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, what other kind of candy would I be talking about this time of night? And I was like, I'm going to bed. We are not. Here I am. I'm standing with a handful of Good and Plenty's in a t-shirt and I'm half awake.
Listen, a handful of Good and Plenty's is good enough for me when the men of 2026 dating is absolute trash.
Like absolutely not. Oh. Absolutely not. And I'm like, no, first of all of Selena's friends are like Ken dolls to me because they're so much younger than me. I'm like, absolutely not. Also, he follows that up with like, well, I give really bomb head just saying. And I'm like, nope. I don't care. I don't care.
Don't get me wrong. At least he gives head. However, no.
Nope.
No.
And then later also like he tells other people about the night, but leaves that part out.
Of course he does. Did you immediately shame him?
Oh, yeah. No, I texted Selena immediately. And when she woke up, she was like, what happened? Also, we have like security cameras in our house. Some of it got caught on camera.
Kitchen one. Okay, real life. If you can send me a clip.
Yes, I'll see if I can.
The security camera, because that would be so fucking funny. Oh.
Yes. And this is after he also professed his undying love to Selena again. And also tried to take home 2 separate women. I'm like, listen, I am already like, I already knew that this was not about me. So I'm not like, not that I'm like, feel like I'm unattracted or whatever, but like, I'm like, no. But if you're coming on to me at 5:00 in the morning, that means I was not your first choice or your second choice, probably.
Also,
What?
you are okay. I have a love-hate relationship with drinking in a sense of like you're not responsible enough to handle your liquor, right? But you were responsible enough to sleep on someone's couch. So it's sort of a double-edged sword. However,
Yes.
the second or third choice thing, great. But you're coming on to me at 5 a.m. How drunk are you? Like how?
I didn't smell any liquor on his breath. He was definitely still drunk. Which, how drunk do you have to be to still be drunk at 5 a.m?
Pretty drunk.
But I didn't smell any liquor on his breath. So for sure he remembers it. Cause he also like was awake. Cause Selena also saw him like sort of like pacing around the living room. So I'm like, he remembers that shit. But anyway. Ugh.
Men are disgusting.
Ew. Why are they like this? Me too.
Hate it.
The good thing about being back on Tinder though is that on my bio is just like I'm a weird girl that likes weird stuff, which is true. I am a weird girl and I like weird stuff. And guys, if they even read my bio, which let's be honest, they usually don't.
They don't.
Will be like, what kind of weird stuff are you into? And this is when I break out my favorite fact, which is the best, most well intact sturgeon fossil was found inside the cloaca of a hadrosaur, and they don't know how it got there because it definitely wasn't eaten by the hadrosaur. So they're trying to figure out a way, like, how realistically that sturgeon got up there. And the last guy I sent that to immediately unmatched me. He was like, because he was like, just go ahead and try and weird me out. And I'm like, bet.
Fucking done. This is too. It is literally like shooting fish in a barrel because they're too fucking lazy to put in effort. Like, it is brutal.
I can't. Like, and the amount of times that, like, I was talking to a guy today and he's like, oh, can I get your number? And I'm like, I don't want any pictures and I will give you my Instagram. And he's like, well, you can send me pictures. And I'm like, no.
Immediately shut the fuck up.
And he was also like, oh, yeah, I'm just looking for a friends with benefits situation. And I'm like, I am not necessarily opposed to that. But, like, I'm also not just going to, like, go over to your house and have sex with you. Like, you actually have to still be, like, friends. Like, you have to, like, trust me as a
friends. It's not just a person with benefits. It's friend.
Yeah.
Benefits. And there's conversation and details that go with that.
Yeah. I'm not just going to go over to your house, fuck, and then leave. That's not what I want. And again, shockingly, they're like, oh, yeah, no, this is exactly what I want. And then within, I don't know, a day or so, they like stop texting me, which is fine. If that's not what you want, that's actually fine.
Can I say something that's going to hurt both of our feelings?
Yes.
I'm traditionally not on the apps. I was on one app while I was in Missouri, and very quickly, well, a couple of times I was on it, but very quickly got off of it. This last time I haven't been on it since like last April. It's been almost a year. Mm-hmm. That being said, we know the culture of men that are on this swipe culture on the apps, and we know the caliber of men that we have come into contact in this culture of apps and swiping.
Even not apps.
Correct. But what I'm saying is we keep signing up for the apps, which means we keep putting ourselves in that situation. And then we keep bitching about the caliber of men that we find. We're doing it to ourselves.
Truly.
I'm not.
I am. I go through phases. I do it. And then I'm like, wow, this is truly a hellscape. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Do you know who else texted me? Magic guy.
Oh, fuck that dude. Oh, no, not actually. That motherfucker. If I could take a cattle rod to his genitals, I would take cruel and delicious pleasure by doing it, and I would probably video it, and then I would like cackle to myself randomly at 2 a.m. when I found the video again. I fucking hate that guy.
I should hate him as much as you do. I don't. I definitely entertained it a lot more than I should have. However, I know, he texted me and he's like, send me a picture. So I sent him, or he was like, send me your most recent picture. I sent him a picture of Daisy because I'm like, this is my most recent picture.
Obviously.
And then he's like, no, send a picture of you. So I think I was like out like at Patty's or something. So I took a picture of, or like that was the most recent picture that I had taken when I was out at Patty's. And he's like, and then I just like hadn't texted him back for like a day or two. And then he texts me again and he's like, oh, I miss your, and I quote, boobies. I'm like, you are a grown man. And I'm like, I'm not sending you pictures like that. Like, I don't want to. Is that going to be a problem? Yeah. And he's like, and I was like, is that going to be a problem? And he's like, I'm actually good. You're being really hostile and I don't need that right now. And I was like, I just sent like a thumbs up. I was like, if you talking to me is contingent on me sending you nudes, I don't want it. I don't want it.
This is the era of matching energies and I'm fucking over it. I'm over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like, I'm like, so you, because this is what got me and this is what always gets me is he's like, oh, I miss you. I haven't seen you in so long. And then I'm like, really, if you missed me so much, then you wouldn't be then you wouldn't be like this.
No, this is his personality. If you were with him, you would still have to be dealing with this particular personality. This is who he is, which he has shown over and over again.
Yeah.
Hello, Danelle.
No thanks.
She just growled at me. She went, Okay.
Exactly, because men are trash. I was also on Tinder with Selena because we went to the gym together because I need to start going to the gym and Selena will bully me into it.
Love that. I mean, I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. And I had Tinder up on my phone and I like showed her, like we were like swiping together and she's like, there was one where she's like, that was a jump scare, Erika. Why didn't you warn me? I'm like, I don't know why these men look so old. Like,
what do you have your ages set to?
I think the oldest I have my age set to is like 45. And I'm like, why do you look so old?
Because people aren't taking care of themselves.
Ugh, truly.
Or they're just really fucking bad at taking a photo of themselves.
Probably both. Probably both. And like some of them, what fucking kills me is they're like in their 40s and they're like still figuring it out. But they want like, oh, I want a kind, compassionate, loyal woman who is kind and understanding and empathetic and all this stuff. And I'm like, but you're still figuring it out. You don't want anything serious and you're in your 40s.
Can we talk about the fact that I am over 35 and I also am figuring it out and you just hurt my feelings?
Yeah, but are you asking for a man to take care of you emotionally entirely? No. Are you demanding loyalty from somebody when you're still figuring it out? Yeah, exactly. No. That's my issue. That is my issue.
I mean, fair.
Got some nails done, they look really nice.
My toes done. Started doing red light therapy. Like,
I got a facial today.
Yes.
I'm
not going to say new year, new me, but like firm boundaries and matching energies year. Like
100%.
we love that. So
100%.
in order to sort of keep that theme, today's episode is Hurt Feelings Alert.
Just so you know, this was Sarah's idea and not mine, and I'm doing this against my will.
So on Threads, like probably in the fall at one point, there was a post that came up about journaling. And for anyone who has been listening to the show for a while, journaling, we know, is psychologically beneficial for a human. And there was a prompt on there that said, like, you know, do these 10 questions and tell us what you think. And so on our Threads, I reposted it and I pinned it to the top of our profile. And I was like, we'll do these 10 prompts. If you do, we'll tell you how it goes. Well, obviously, they're a little brutal. So we're going to go through
a little.
They're very brutal. This is the theme for me, I think, is that I am learning to stop negotiating with things that I already understand. And that once that like fully clicks in, my life might get a whole lot more simple.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm stubborn, I refuse to do that. And I like to take the road less traveled. So, or the road with more obstacles, because I'm an asshole to myself.
Same.
So the first question, there are 10 questions for those of you wondering. The first question is, what am I pretending not to know? Erika?
This one was really hard because it's me. So my very first reaction was like nothing, obviously.
I know everything.
Yeah, I'm healed. So so this took me a while. But for me, if I have an idea about somebody or I'm in a situation where I either like have to be around somebody or like I'm in a relationship with somebody or something where like I'm not in complete control over like my capacity to be like in the vicinity of this person, like if I work with them or I'm in a relationship with them, there can be signs of something. Like Nolan is a great example. There were so many obvious signs that he was cheating on me. So many signs. And every single time I'm like, well, it might not be that. I could just be jumping to conclusions. And I should have. And I do it at work too, because it's like, I really want to give this person the benefit of the doubt. I really, especially if I need something from them or if I like have to deal with them for some reason, like I can't, you know, like if I can't get around them, I will do that. And I have to just be like, sometimes people just suck and I can't like, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I either have to make the decision of jumping up and down and throwing a tantrum about it or just saving my energy because ultimately it's probably not going to do anything. Now, sometimes I will raise a stink about it depending on what it is. But like I need to stop being like, well, maybe it's not that bad. It is. It usually is. And I know like if you're in a room with somebody, you can like you can see based on their body language, like you can see like unless you're like completely like not able to read social cues, you can see where somebody's coming from to a certain extent. And I will on purpose ignore those things if it suits what I want to be true. And I need to stop doing that.
Oof. That is a really good way to put it too. I hear what you're saying. I sort of look at it as sort of like that that sympathetic and empathetic nerve in my body where I'm like empathy wise, you know, if someone else were in this situation or if they were in my shoes, I hope that they would give me some grace to figure it out. Sympathy wise, it's like, oh, well, you know, I don't know this person too well. I just need to give them some more time.
Yeah.
When really, we just need to listen to our instincts a little more because I don't fucking have time to beat around the bush. And by I don't have time, meaning I don't want to waste my energy on waiting for what ultimately I understand to be true to come out later. Does that make sense? Yeah. For me, I think this is like, again, transparency. We talk about this shit all the time, and not actively dating is it's a choice, and it's like I don't know anybody in this town, so like there's, you know, and I don't go out often. I don't go out and socialize other than the couple of like business things that I've been a part of. And dating while on the road is pretty fleeting. And so, as we know from last week's fucking episode,
garbage man number 2.
Yes. And so what I'm pretending not to know, I think one of the things is that being alone is really hard. And we've talked about it. We've had many conversations over it, but like I go through these periods of like, wow, you're a piece of shit. Like you obviously can't, you know, attract a mate that is on the same level or above yours to help you reach your goals. Like and then, you know, we meet people like garbage man number 2, or there's reminders like magic guy that I'm like, men are fucking pieces of shit and I'm better off alone anyway, you know, like whatever. So as far as like what I'm pretending not to know, like being alone is difficult, and the loneliness factor really like fucking levels up to level 180 sometimes in my brain, and then I just get in my head about it. And I pretend not to know that because I'm like, I'm a tough, strong bitch and I don't fucking need anyone. And everything that I need is taken care of. I have a place to live. I have a car. I have friends. I have hobbies. I don't fucking need anyone. When really I do want physical attention and emotional, more than anything, emotional attention and maintenance and care. And the caliber of men has yet to be revealed. So,
yeah. I saw this one and I was like, I don't like this. I hate this so much. Because this is when I was, so the last time I had a therapy appointment, my therapist was like, maybe we should schedule another appointment in between this appointment and your next appointment. And I was like, oh, great.
Erika texted me that because that was like this week. That was earlier this week. She texted me that and I immediately cackled and I was like, how are you feeling about that? And she's like, exactly how you think I fucking feel about that.
I'm like, even my therapist thinks I'm a failure. Great.
No.
I really, really, really do not enjoy I don't know what exactly, I don't know how to describe it, but the part of me that desperately wants to be loved and approved of, and the part of me that was more and accepted for exactly who I am. And that is hard because I'm naturally not very trusting of people anyway that way. I don't and certain people bring it out in me more, like my mother, fucking obviously. but like the part of me that like isn't in control, and the part of me that like just wants to like be taken care of and be this like soft little girl that somebody wants to love and take care of. And partially this week, partially was kind of triggering because my mom has never once seen me in person and not had something to say about my appearance in some way. And especially as a kid, especially with my parents, I would just like try to like just do whatever, as far as like I'll just try not to like look any way like out of what they think I should do or wear or say or whatever, and then like they'll just leave me alone. That never happened, but
Of course not. Duh.
It's still like that. Like, I don't know. I do know. I mean, it's like my mom does it because of who she is to me and how much like unresolved shit there is in there. But like when she does it, I just like get so upset because I know that my mom has like a trust instead of a will, and she wants to get us all on the phone so we can all talk about it. Which I don't know why we all have to get, like, I'm going to be the executor, which I'm not surprised about. But she's like, oh yeah, so you guys can all ask all of your questions. I'm like, I don't know why I need to, like, I read it and I can call your lawyer. I don't know why I have to, but anyway. So I can show up on Zoom and I can either not turn my camera on, and that will be an issue, or I can turn my camera on and my mom will probably immediately say something about my hair or my lashes or my eyebrows, my nails. Definitely my lashes or my nails for sure. And I was like spiraling about it. And my therapist was like, how does it serve you to make yourself smaller? And I was like, first of all, unnecessary roughness. Unnecessary roughness.
Ill. That was not okay.
Yeah. I know.
Your
I know.
therapist can eat a dick. Thank you so much.
Wow. Like I said, she hurts my feelings all the time by saying things that are true and correct, and I hate it.
My answer for this question is similar to how you responded. I don't like it when people see me vulnerable. So, like, Erika knows this. The people who have listened to the show know this. I am a crier, right? Like, I fucking cry at all the Sarah McLachlan commercials. I cry at, like, videos that I come across on Facebook of, like, homeless dogs in the shelter finally getting their owners after being in the shelter for so, like, I bawl at everything. Erika giving me a compliment, I'm just like, oh my God. Thank you.
True.
In the moment, like with someone here, even with my sister, whom I live with, crying is like, no. It is really difficult for me to show vulnerability to another person, even my sister, whom I'm very, very close to. And it's like, I'll cry out of frustration. But true sadness or true depression or true anxiety, I'm like, that's internalized, bitch. Nobody is allowed to see that. And I can like talk about it out loud, I can text about it, I can record videos about it. Like,
but there's still that like
there's
detachment.
There's still a barrier. So like trying to learn that about myself and knowing that like that is like a shameful part of my personality that like I don't like to show. But knowing, you know, Erika has said it a few times, but like having the oldest sister personality where you're like, we're just going to take care of it and it's going to happen and it's going to be handled and we're going to move on with our lives. That type of like having to take care of shit all the time and then someone being like, oh, I'll just take that off your plate for you.
You mean you don't think I'm capable of it?
Correct. Not in a, wow, that was so nice, you're going to take something off my plate. What do you mean you think I can't handle it? What do you mean? No, that's on my plate for a fucking reason because I know it's going to get done. Like,
yes. Yes.
So that, yeah. It also took me a minute to like, because I have a Word document because I'm a menace. I like typed it out and I was like, oh, I'm hurting my own feelings just typing this.
Yeah. I also got a new supervisor at work. I don't know how I feel about her. She also the biggest issue is not that she's not nice or I'm not nice. It's that we fundamentally are coming at this situation with two different like philosophies about like how to do things. And also, two super different personalities, which is also not helpful. But also she's one of those people where she's like, I can tell people are just taking advantage of your kindness. And I'm like,
Erika, because they are.
No. Also, that's none of your business.
Oh, it's not. Okay. All right. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Number 3.
Yes.
In these questions. Who do I keep forgiving just to avoid being alone? So I answered this a little more big picture because I couldn't put someone or multiple people's names down because I am going to hurt my own feelings and we have people that listen to this episode and I don't want to hurt other people's feelings. So in that sense, I forgive a lot of different people in different aspects as a type because inconsistency, I am as inconsistent as I need to be for myself. Therefore, I cannot manage other people's inconsistencies or other people not doing the things that they say that they're going to do. So, like, it's not that it makes them a terrible person, but, like, I know that there's a couple different people that say that they're going to do things, and I just move on with my life, and I either do it or it just doesn't get done, and I just, whatever, my hands are in the air, because I either don't have the mental capacity to deal with it, or I don't have the mental capacity to hurt their feelings in order for it to be dealt on their end. So, yeah. I definitely, I had to sit with that one for a minute, because I was like, ooh, I am doing that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's, you said it in a really good way. Like, and I, like, on top of that, because I, like, if somebody is like, is having, like, feelings and it's because of something that I did or said, I get the most, like, I can't even describe, like, how much, like, panic goes through me. And it's not like I feel so bad that I did this to you. It's like, I don't have control over that. Like, I am not in control anymore, of this thing.
Yeah.
And I, like, it's like heart palpitating, like, panic feeling.
Yes.
So, and again, going back to Nolan, like, when we have conversations, there is so much shit that I just was like, I'm not bringing it up because I would even just think about what I would say, and I would know how he was going to react, and I'm like, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Because then
Oh
what
yeah.
what
No,
if this
can't do
happens
this.
because of that, and then this happens, and then that, like, just which is ridiculous. I cannot control everything in my life at all times. You cannot control other people.
But that's oh, we need to put a pin in that because that is a solid episode all by itself for the future. And another
Truly.
hurt feelings alert. We need to move on. Number 4. What am I tolerating that I shouldn't be?
People lying to me.
Ooh.
People lying to me. Or people lying to me and people not taking accountability for their own actions, and I let it slide because I don't want to put in the energy to either sit down and have that conversation because it's also going to make me uncomfortable.
Yes.
Or any sort of perceived risk in, because you can't, again, you cannot be 100% sure of the outcome. And yes, when you are raised by like volatile people, it
also, when you're raised in a volatile home and your personality is constant people pleaser and like, oh, that'll work itself out. Oh, we're just going to sweep that under the rug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was rude of you. Just so you know, this was your idea. I'm holding you responsible.
It is my idea and I own it. Number 5. Erika, where are you betraying yourself?
Listen, I already don't want to talk about it. Okay.
Can I give you mine?
Yes.
So I betray myself, and we say this a lot. There are a lot of things that are like, I think that showing up for people is, I think effort is important. And so I also have a very firm belief that like it's the little things that count. So in betraying myself, there's a lot of little things, little moments, little things, little thoughts. And so it's like with question number 1, I don't always trust my instincts right away. Similar to what you said. So I betray myself in that, oh, this is what I think and this is what I should say right here and right now in this moment, and I don't. And then I kick myself later. Or like, I'm very much the person who is in the shower and my anxiety, I'm just going through whatever has happened on that day. And I am arguing with myself about, God, I should have said this, this, and this. And this argument or this conversation would have gone this way and I would have had better points. And I wish that I would have just said what I wanted to say or whatever. Or the preemptive, I'm about to have this conversation with someone and it's tough and I'm worried about it. So then in the shower, I'm like, I'm even like hand motions going through it, like go through shampoo my hair. And then I'm like, all right, bitch, like this is what we're going to say, you know?
Yes.
That is very much like I betray myself that I don't listen to my own instincts. And it's usually just small moments, either in a day or a week that I'm like, I should have done X, Y, and Z or said X, Y, and Z.
I think for me, for sure, it goes along with people pleasing. My therapist calls me out on my own bullshit all of the time, and I hate it.
That for you.
But she gets to because she's known me for 3 years.
That's true.
It is I do this a lot when I'm in a relationship, or even like I'm talking to somebody. I've gotten a lot better about it, but I still, something will happen, or like I'm like, this is what I want, and then I will already be attached and I won't be getting it, and I'll just be like, well, actually it's fine. Or like, again, I won't trust my instincts and I'll be like, well, it's fine. I'm just overreacting. Like I do that to myself all the time. And I used to do it at work a lot more than I do now. Like, not that I don't still work too hard or do too much or whatever. I definitely do all the time. But, and just the whole like mindset that if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. Like, that is an like holding myself to a completely unreasonable standard that I would never hold anybody else to.
Yeah. Yeah. I am sort of the same way with dating, that it's like, I have this one standard or, whatever, that I'm like, oh, in the grand scheme, that standard is a gray area. And then I'm like, after the fact, or like, whatever, I let things slide. And then after things are over, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I had that standard.
Yes.
Like, Sarah, do better.
Yeah. Or like, again, going back to all of the previous questions, really, like, it sort of has a lot to do with it. Like, I want to be the type of person that somebody wants to do those things for, that I do not have to beg for them. I want somebody to look at me and be like, you are worth doing these things. And I want somebody that I don't have to beg for it. I don't have to do any of that stuff. Also, though, that requires me to be able to accept those things. And also it requires me to stand up for myself when I'm not getting those things. And I
am going to take it even a step further and hurt both of our feelings, because that's what we do.
This episode is entirely hurt feelings.
It's entirely. So I read a post today, and it was sort of set up like comic book graphics, and it was about relationships, and the post was real long. I couldn't even remember. God, I'd have to look it up. But the post talked about strong women, and how this particular woman wanted a man to love her the way that she wanted to be loved. And she's sick of being in these mediocre relationships where she was not getting the love that she needed. She was not getting the attention that she needed in order to feel loved, to be vulnerable enough with a person to let down those walls and stuff. And the comic then begins with the man asking her, tell me how I can love you. And you see her become immediately disappointed. And she says, why do I have to tell you? Like a completely like, God, why do I have to tell you these things? And he says, and not verbatim, but he says, I need you to tell me and communicate with me how to love you so that I can better understand and I can learn the way that you need to be loved in order for me to follow through with loving you the way that you need. And I was like, you mean I have to communicate my needs and then hope and wait for the other person to follow through on what those needs are? I have to have patience for that?
And also I have to be vulnerable and risk being disappointed? Excuse you.
So, love this. Number 6. Where are we at? Number 6? Number 6. What version of me did I create to be loved?
I think we've just been over this. I also go back to the I'm disgusted with myself for all the things I've done just to feel loved. That is a quote that lives in my head rent free. Because entirely. It is so it
gutted me.
Because it's exactly true. It is 100%. I think back on things that I did just to feel the tiniest bit of acceptance and like just, and it was like crumbs. And I'm like, oh.
It's disgusting. Also, people pleaser, also the childhood I came from, the parents that I came from. And then we can't get even further into this question because number 7 is, what am I afraid would happen if I fully chose myself?
See.
Being seen. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yes. Being seen. being seen in all
Being
of my
seen?
like I was saying that to you earlier, like being fully vulnerable and then like just being like raw feeling like because
Whew,
this week having to
has been
like
heavy.
yes just like and like I'm for the most part like I can hang but just like constantly being like why do you do this, why do you do this, why do you do it this way, this is not how we do it, and I'm just like like it takes a toll on you, and then not only to have that but to have that with everybody everywhere and just
Oh,
like
I live with enough anxiety just by me and my lonesome self. Don't fucking contribute to it. That is not
yeah
something that I need. That is not something that I give you permission to do, but do I still let people do it?
yeah
Intentionally and unintentionally? Yes.
yes like
Gross.
yeah I have and even more to that, like if I am going to be incredibly vulnerable, which
Ew.
Sarah, I'm holding you fully responsible for this. Um it is so like coming like I'm very much the stereotypical oldest daughter because I'm coming from a household where the only time I really got love and attention was if I was doing something for somebody else. And I'm also like a naturally kind of like CEO, take care of it sort of person anyway, that like
Also a
as a
natural
kid,
nurturer.
yes, like as a kid and even like an early, I mean, all the way up until my mid 20s, that's how I ended up, being with my ex as long as I was. Like I was just this person that just like would just literally do what anybody wanted. Like I'm sorry, like just like I was just this person that was like, I'm sorry, I am so awful, but like please just love me anyway and I'll do whatever you need me to.
Can we
And
also point out the fact, because we are both like this,
oh,
that an output of what we consider to be positive productivity is what
mhm.
we needed to do in order to feel love and get positive affirmations from people.
Listen, that was not fair.
Number 8. What am I holding on to that's already gone? My self-worth after this fucking episode.
Truly, Jesus. Um,
Oh, I can answer this one in a slightly sarcastic fashion. When I worked for the attorney's office out of Waynesville, and then I worked for her remotely, there was an attorney that came on the books and took over family law for a little while.
mhm,
She and I have the exact same birthday. Okay. So
uh-huh.
on our golden birthday, we were both turning 27. This bitch is an attorney at 27, has a very lucrative family law practice at 27, was constantly winning cases and making money. She had a beautiful husband, a beautiful daughter, and I know everybody has shit behind closed doors, but
Uh-huh.
goddamn, in my head, when I meet people like that, which I meet people like that pretty regularly,
Mhm.
even now at 36, I am holding on to the potential that I think I have and or could have had it for a completely different life that I'll never experience, if that makes sense. I think that I live a
Yes.
really cool life now, but
Mhm,
had I finished college when I went to university, had I
mhm,
stayed and gotten a bachelor's degree, had I finished that internship and gone into sales with that company and just blossomed, had I done all of those
mhm,
things, my life would be so different. And that's what I hold on to. And those things are gone. They don't
mhm.
matter. But I think about that on a I don't know, regular, like maybe once a month I kind of get into my head about it where I'm like, fuck, God, if only I had done X, Y, and Z. And I need to stop it because I live a
Mhm.
pretty cool fucking life now. There's nothing wrong with this life. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I definitely do that. I didn't actually think about it until you said it, and I'm like, ooh. uh, but I also constantly am afraid of, I wouldn't necessarily say failure, because like I do have a fear of failure, but not in a, what happens if I do this thing and my life falls apart? I've done that several times. And for all intents and purposes, like my life has fallen apart and I'm just fine. Like
But
the
you
amount of
stand back
times,
up again and you
yeah,
figure it out and you move forward.
yes. And I need to keep like reminding myself of that, because I'm constantly like,
Well,
what,
that's what
like
this podcast is for.
truly, truly, truly.
Oh my God.
But yeah, all of those previous versions of myself, like all of those previous like lives I could have had are gone. And that's fine, actually.
Yeah, and that's what I need to tell myself is like that was a different life. And that particular life either worked or didn't work for the time that it was. And, we're moving on to different chapters now. Number 9. Where am I shrinking to make others comfortable? Hoo-wee! I hated this question with my entire soul. With my entire soul.
Yes.
Every day I shrink to make other people comfortable. Every single day.
And the worst part is that I have gotten so much better about not shrinking to please other people, and I am still
doing
real bad about it.
Yep.
Really bad. Really, really, really,
to
really,
be
really
fair,
bad.
To be fair, I think for the listeners that we do have and for our friend circle and for the people that are around us on a regular basis, I think that they would also say that either they are in the same boat or they know us personally and they know that we have gotten better collectively.
Yeah.
I do think that that's possible. I do also think that it's possible that the improvement on our part is A, because we hold ourselves accountable by hurting each other's feelings and seeking therapy. Disgusting. But also, like, as we're getting older and as we're progressing, either in our careers or in our personal lives, I think that we're starting to see more of our self-worth and starting to understand that, like, we need to not be as willing to give up our self-worth to make someone else feel better. And as hard as that is, as difficult as that is, there are things that are happening in both our careers and our personal lives that show us that we are doing less shrinking. However, we're still doing it. So it's there, but yeah. Anyway, number 10. And this one got me because I was like, what do you mean? Number 10, the question is, what would I do if I trusted myself completely? First of all, what's the meme that that circulated around like a couple years ago that it was like, if I didn't have ADHD, if I didn't have depression, if I took my meds at the same time and I, had a 401k and a 6-figure job, I'd be fucking unstoppable. Like, you bitches need to watch out.
Yes.
That's kind of the same vibe as like, if I trusted myself completely, I could take over the world. Like, I wouldn't second guess myself and I wouldn't be in my head about things and I wouldn't be self-conscious and like, I could accomplish so many things if I trusted myself completely. Yet, do I?
No.
No. Because I am still in my head. I'm still in my 20s figuring shit out, Erika. Oh, you're in your 40s still figuring it out? That hurt me. I'm going to carry that around for a while.
Yes, but you know what you want out of a relationship or out of a person that you're going to spend time with. Like, you have standards, you have boundaries, you know what you're doing. Like, if you're just on Tinder because you want to find someone to just fuck tonight.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
That's why I'm not on the apps. Like, I fucking can't with the shallow and boring conversation. I just fucking can't. I cannot.
The amount of men that I'm like, just refuse to wear condoms. I'm like,
ugh,
ew.
Gross.
Ew.
What do they call it here? I have exactly one friend in the entire city of Lubbock that's not my family. And I can't remember. Oh, because it's Texas Tech and they're the Raiders. They call it Raider rash. I'm like, this is why you wear condoms, people.
This is why you wear
disgusting.
condoms. Yes, exactly.
God.
Yeah, if I trusted myself completely, I don't even know. I am going to give some examples about trusting myself and ways that it has worked out because I've been trying to do it more and I am really proud of myself. Like my wallpaper is an excellent example. Like I'm just going to do it.
Is that trusting yourself or is it an act of defiance?
Oh, both. Or asking my higher leadership questions that make everybody very uncomfortable.
Good. They should be uncomfortable because the situation that you guys are in is fucking nuts.
Yes,
but
exactly.
That's an isolated thing. There's not a lot that other people can
do. And there's just like questions that I don't always get, like, it doesn't like necessarily always solve anything. It doesn't like, it's not like a magic wand where like I do this thing and everything is better, but like,
right.
It doesn't turn out as badly as I think it's going to. I'm like, oh, I do this thing that rocks the boat slightly. It's going to capsize. And not only am I going to crash and burn, but everybody that I love. And that is my like fear if I fully commit to something and I need to just not.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, is it easy as it's said? No.
No.
Like, absolutely not. Oh, all right, people. Well, that is the 10 questions. I will put them in the show notes all together because I'm going to jump off here and immediately go cry because that's who I am as a person. Mm-hmm. And Erika's going to text me about it later and be like, fuck you, Sarah. Mm-hmm. That was horrible.
I don't need to be conscious for this.
I think here's the thing. Conversations like this, I think, are important to have not only with yourself. If you're seeking therapy, great. Love that for you. Mm-hmm. But having friends, having family that you can have these conversations with and be transparent with yourself. Like, are these questions fucking easy? No, they're not supposed to be.
No.
But sitting with yourself and actually, like, trying to understand yourself, I would be very curious, like, say we save this episode and I would be very curious in like 5 years to come back and listen to this and be like, look where I was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And re-answer those questions because it would just be interesting. Because I know for a fact 5 years ago,
my answers would be totally different.
Completely. Not completely because still a people pleaser and I'm still setting boundaries and I'm still not trusting myself completely. Definitely. But in a sense of like 5 years ago and today, way different.
Oh, and how far I've come? Totally 100%. Different.
100%. Yeah. And weirdly, we've both gotten divorced. We've both been in the dating world. Like, we've both moved to different states. Like, and thank God we both moved out of Missouri. Amen. Truly. Anyway, let's close this out because I'm dying and Erika's going to go to sleep.
Yes, and I'm sweltering in my bedroom right now.
Dude, you've got to get like a window unit or something.
I do. Okay. That's it for us, everybody. Shit. That's it for us, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on socials. The 10 questions will be in the bio. Join our Discord. Remember our sponsors and affiliates. Forever, Primal Queen, Everyday Dose.
You can find all of that on the link tree. Go look at it. Yes. It's beautiful.
Yes. We love you so much. Without you, we would be potting into the void.
Go team.
truly.